Is the oil crisis now turning into a global fuel crisis? And are we actually heading towards a situation where engines start shutting down? We have already seen how the global oil crisis began with Iran-Israel-US war, when Iran retaliated by closing the Strait of Hormuz, and its impact was felt strongly in countries like India. But now the situation is spreading further. Fuel prices have gone up across the world. People are standing in long queues just to get petrol and keep their vehicles running. And because of this war, people everywhere are facing serious problems. Oil prices have crossed $100, and now a fuel crisis is slowly building. To control this, many Asian countries have already started issuing new guidelines. So in this video, let's understand which countries are facing the biggest impact from fuel shortages. Is India also at risk, and what steps are being taken to handle the crisis? Hello, I'm Khadija and you're watching Deep Dive in Lokmat Times. Before we move ahead, I want to remind that you watch our stories, share, and your comments truly motivate us. We really appreciate it, but almost 90% of you still haven't subscribed, and that needs to change. So go ahead, subscribe now, and let's get into the story now. So first, let's understand how this global fuel crisis is actually happening. The main trigger was Iran's retaliation after US strikes, which led to the shutdown of the Strait of Hormuz, a route that carries around 20% of the world's oil supply. Because of this, oil prices shot up very quickly, crossing $106 per barrel, which is more than a 40% increase in just a few weeks. Now, there is no complete shutdown of engines across the world yet, but the situation is still serious. Refineries are trying to store more oil, supplies are getting tight, and Asia is the most affected region because it depends heavily on Middle East oil. Almost 80% of it. Global reserves like the 400 million barrels released by international agencies are helping for now, but experts are warning that if this situation continues for a long time, it could even lead to a global recession. And now let's look at the countries that are most affected and what they are doing to manage the situation. Many Asian countries are now directly facing the impact. They are rationing fuel, reducing work days, and controlling prices just to manage the crisis. Starting with Sri Lanka, their fuel stock may last only about 6 weeks. Petrol is now limited to 15 liters per car per week and 200 liters for buses. The government has even introduced a 4-day work week with Wednesday off and encouraged work from home to reduce fuel use. Long queues are being seen everywhere, and even basic routines like school runs are getting affected. In Pakistan, petrol prices have gone up by 20%, reaching around 336 pkr per litre. Long queues are leading to chaos, and for many people, even basic fuel is becoming unaffordable. To deal with this, the government has increased prices further to fund subsidies for those who need support. Bangladesh is also heavily dependent on oil imports. Almost 95%. Yes, 95%. They have put limits on fuel usage. Motorcycles can take only 5 liters, cars 15 liters, and buses 60 liters per week. The army is even guarding fuel depots to stop hoarding. In Thailand, diesel queues are being seen everywhere. The government has introduced a 15-day price cap on diesel and is giving subsidies for biodiesel. At the same time, they are asking people not to hoard fuel. In the Philippines, rising fuel prices are also increasing electricity costs, which is pushing inflation higher. To save energy, they have also moved to a 4-day work week. All these steps are helping avoid a complete collapse, but they are also affecting daily life. People are cutting down travel, offices are working fewer days, and normal routines are getting disrupted. Let's talk about India now. Yes, India is also feeling the pressure because around 50% of our crude oil imports come through the Strait of Hormuz. Petrol and diesel prices have gone up by 20 to 30%. LPG cylinders are becoming more expensive, and this is directly affecting households and transports. Airlines are also facing higher fuel costs, and fertilizers are also becoming expensive, which can impact food prices in the future. But the good part is that there are no major shortages or long queues in India yet. We have strategic reserves that can last for more than 10 days, along with government support and subsidies that are helping control the situation for now. The government is closely monitoring everything and is ready to release more reserves if needed. There are some protests because of rising fuel prices, but compared to neighboring countries, India is still in a better position for now. Now, looking beyond Asia, in Europe, natural gas prices have gone up by around 60%, making electricity very expensive and forcing many factories to slow down or shut operations. In the US, gasoline prices increased by 14% in just 1 week, leading to public anger despite increased tanker patrols. At a global level, countries like China have reduced fuel exports, which is making the shortage worse. And the United Nations has said the renewable energy could help in the long run. But right now, this war-driven price rise is affecting everyone. So what happens next? If the war continues and Strait of Hormuz remains blocked, fuel rationing could spread to more countries. Engines may not stop completely overnight, but daily life will definitely slow down. And if this situation continues for another 30 days, then even India could start facing fuel rationing. So that's all about the fuel crisis going right now. Now let us know what you think about this, and thanks for watching Lokmat Times.